When you argue with someone, what are you trying to accomplish? Most likely, you want to change their mind. You want to help them see things your way. But here's the reality: arguing rarely works. In fact, it often backfires. Neuroscience, psychology, game theory, and meme flow analysis can help us understand why, and what you should do instead. Let's start with the brain. When someone hears an argument that challenges their beliefs, it activates the amygdala. This is the brain's threat detection system. It doesn't feel like a simple disagreement. It feels like an attack. Their identity and their sense of self is under siege. The result? Fight or flight kicks in. Logic shuts down. Defensiveness takes over. Psychologically, this is called the backfire effect. When people encounter information that contradicts their worldview, they don't just reject it. They often dig in deeper. Why? Because beliefs are not just thoughts. They are tied to emotions, social identity, and lived experiences. Changing a belief isn't just about facts. It's about changing the framework through which someone interprets the world. Game theory adds another layer. Think of a conversation as a strategic game. If your goal is to win by proving the other person wrong, you create an adversarial dynamic. This forces them to defend their position, no matter how weak it is. Conceding feels like losing status. The only rational move in this zero-sum game is to entrench. Meme flow analysis offers a broader view. When you argue, you're introducing competing memes into someone's mental ecosystem, but their mind is already optimized to preserve the memes they've internalized. Your arguments are perceived as invasive threats to the established meme flow. Like an immune system, their mind reacts by strengthening its defenses against your foreign ideas. So, what's the alternative? The answer lies in planting seeds quietly, strategically, and with care. Instead of framing the interaction as a battle, approach it as an opportunity to learn about them. Ask open-ended questions to explore their beliefs. This builds trust and helps you understand their worldview. To change their mind, you need to identify a subtle contradiction in their beliefs, a hidden inconsistency they may not even be aware of. Once you've found that wedge, you can gently guide them to realize the contradiction. Use stories, metaphors, or carefully framed questions to nudge them toward reflection without triggering defensiveness. This is where trust becomes crucial. If they perceive you as a threat, the process shuts down. But if they trust you, their mind will begin to restructure, opening pathways for change. This process is called dissonance induction. It is like debugging a program. Belief systems are interconnected networks, and introducing dissonance forces the system to reorganize. When done skillfully, it can disrupt the ideology behind the belief you want to change. To be clear, this isn't manipulation. It's about fostering growth for both you and them. Your role isn't to win the argument. It's to create the conditions for change. Think long term. Minds don't change overnight. They evolve through repeated exposure, gradual shifts in meme flow, and slow reframing of mental frameworks. Patience is key. The next time you're tempted to argue, pause. Reframe the interaction as a strategic opportunity to plant seeds of growth. Over time, those seeds can grow into something transformative. Arguing may feel satisfying in the moment, but true influence comes from understanding, trust, and the quiet power of the meme flow.